everybody. So glad that you are here. You are just in time. It is National Spaghetti Day. And well, I couldn't help but maybe go and get a little bowl of some pasta right here. And I was wondering, how do you like your spaghetti? Do you like it with butter and some salt? Or some red sauce on it? Or maybe some cheesy white sauce? How do you like your spaghetti? Or do you even like spaghetti? I do. I had to go and make a nice big bowl, but I don't want to take time eating it right now because I want to read about it. This is a great story and it's called Teddy Spaghetti and it's by Dorothea Benton Frank and Victoria Benton Frank. And look at him enjoying this pasta, his spaghetti. And I was thinking I'd like to share this story with you. But before that, I'm going to ask you to make sure that you like and share. And don't forget to subscribe so you can keep coming along on these fun learning adventures with me. And I sure hope that you were able to see some of our recent ones, like going to New York City for Times Square and wishing everyone a Happy New Year. If you can believe it or not, go check it out. We had so much fun in New York City. And that's a great place to visit to get some real good spaghetti, if you know what I'm talking about. So let's get started. And don't forget to let me know, how do you like to eat your spaghetti? Or what do you like to eat? Come and share it with me. There's lots of different types of pastas out there. All right, here we go. Come on, Teddy, don't let us down. Let's hear your story. Ah, yes. Even a cat with spaghetti? What is happening? Teddy loved a lot about his life, but he really loved 3 simple things. He loved his shiny cape because it made him feel big and strong. He really loved his rain boots because when he wore them, Teddy could stomp through anything. But most of all, Teddy really, really, really loves spaghetti because, well, just because. Oh yeah, look at him with his cape and his boots on, ready to stomp through anything and everything, especially a bowl of spaghetti. Now, I'm not gonna say he's wrong. I kind of agree. He loves spaghetti so much, he wanted to eat it for breakfast, lunch, and, yeah, you guessed it, dinner. He would slurp it, twirl it with his fork. I was just doing that too. And gobble it up. I agree, you got it. He likes spaghetti with red sauce and meatballs. Now, I'm just gonna step in there. Not gonna say too much about it, but some people call it sauce and some people call it gravy. I happen to call it sauce from where I grew up, and I don't know how you say it. So if you say gravy, okay. And if you say sauce, all right, we're there too. But now that you know, we're talking about the same kind of thing. So he likes it with red sauce and meatballs, and with white sauce and clams. I didn't even think about that. Or even with eggs and bacon. That reminds me, I've even heard of spaghetti tacos. Have you ever had that? I haven't, but I have thought about it quite a bit. And actually, it's not as scary as it sounds. I think I might have to try that. I'm gonna have to put that on my bucket list. Teddy was a very happy boy, and today was a very important day. He was starting a new school. And as much as his shiny cape made him feel confident, he felt a teensy tiny bit nervous. Oh boy, those are some big feelings, right? Confident and nervous. They're kind of opposite, right? But I kind of understand what they're saying. Good morning, Teddy. It's a big day, said his mom. Are you ready for a big breakfast? What do you think he's gonna want, for breakfast? They said he likes it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. What do you guess? Spaghetti? Let's go check it out. Can I have spaghetti? Asked Teddy. Not today, my sweet boy, replied his mom. I think I'm feeling a little under the weather, said Teddy. You're going to be just fine, kiddo. I bet you'll have a new best friend by lunchtime. Mom was happy, hopeful, joyful. What else? Maybe a little excited for him. But look at Teddy. Doesn't look the same. His feelings look nervous, maybe a little scared, a little surprised, nervous. Yeah, all those big feelings. Have you ever felt like that? Yeah, me too. But we're gonna root on Teddy. Come on, Teddy, you can do it. Teddy was not so sure. Mom, I don't feel so good. My elbow hurts. My leg hurts. I have a pain in my neck. My eyes are blurry. My tummy's sick. Maybe I have a fever. I might have appendicitis. I'm hot. I'm cold. My blood pressure's through the roof. Oh no. Oh no, Teddy, you're reaching for everything possible. I hope you don't have all those problems. Teddy, you'll be just fine. Just be your wonderful self and everyone will love you. Now hand over your cape and let's get moving, said Mom. Teddy didn't feel great about handing over his trusted cape, but he did it anyway. He grabbed his lunchbox and headed out the door. Seems like what Mom said to him reminded him of that part that he was kind of excited and he really did want to go. He was just nervous, and that's a normal feeling. Sometimes when we have to do something that we're not sure about, that is a feeling that we feel. He said goodbye to his mom and walked slowly up the front of the school. Welcome, Teddy, said his new teacher, Miss Basil. Are you ready to meet everyone? Ready as I'll ever be, said Teddy with a smile. Good job, Teddy. He tried to face it with a smile. Miss Basil gathered the kids around. All right, everyone. Can anyone tell us what they did over the summer? Someone raised their hand and said, I finally learned how to ride a two-wheeler. I got a baby sister. I went to the beach. Sounds familiar. Teddy said slowly, I ate a lot of spaghetti. You must really like spaghetti. What's your name? Asked the girl sitting next to him. I'm Theodore, but everyone calls me Teddy, and I don't just really like spaghetti. I love it, he said. Well, I'm Antonia, but everyone calls me Tony, and this is Petey. Wow, Mom was right. He's making some new friends. Let's see what they think. Teddy was relieved that he had met some friends he could sit with at lunch. The new friends found a table together. Petey looked at his lunch and said, a jelly sandwich. This meal is uninspired. Wah, wah. Tony said, baloney, baloney, always with the baloney. Ugh. Teddy opened his container and smiled. The smell of spaghetti made him think of home in a good way. Oh, look at that face. Look at theirs. Not too inspired, not too happy. Nothing wrong. He wasn't feeling angry or upset. Same thing with Tony. But look at Teddy's face. He looked content, happy, peaceful, maybe even joyful. Oh, I'm feeling good for Teddy. Just then, he heard a loud, booming voice. Teddy Spaghetti! were shocked. They didn't even know where that came from. Bum, bum, bum. Oh no. Yikes. I'm even nervous now for him. It was Brian the bully. Teddy forgot for a moment that he was the new kid, and then Brian was so much bigger than him. Hey, what did you call me? Asked Teddy. Whoa, Teddy. But really, he didn't know he did anything wrong, and did he really do anything wrong? No, he just brought something that made him really happy from home, and this Brian dude wasn't really being so very nice, but maybe he likes spaghetti. We don't know yet, do we? Brian the bully spoke more slowly this time. I called you Teddy Spaghetti. Teddy felt his heart sink. He wasn't sure what to say next. Well, now he really knew what he called him, and I guess that really wasn't what he was expecting. He thought maybe the kid was going to say, I'm just joking, or something else. But look at this. I don't think being a bully is really a great thing, because all you're doing is trying to make someone feel really bad to make yourself feel really good. And that's the wrong way to kind of do that. That's for sure. What did Teddy do? But he didn't need to say anything because his new friends spoke up. Holy meatballs, that looks amazing! Cooked to perfection, al dente. That sauce looks scrumptious, mamma mia! Look at everybody looking at it. And now, the big bully was looking at it too. He had to wonder why the other kids weren't laughing and saying, oh, you're right, he's Teddy Spaghetti. No, they kind of ignored that behavior, and it made him wonder why. And since he didn't get the right kind of attention, he was wondering what was so much more important or interesting than him. I like that. Teddy told everyone to help themselves. There's plenty to go around. Do you know, he was being super kind. Now, in our school, we can't have anyone sharing your lunch because, well, allergies and just not really the safest, healthiest thing, but this is just a pretend book, right? Because we're learning about Teddy and some of the things and the feelings that he was having and how he dealt with it. But this is interesting because he could have been really upset and very sad by what happened. But he chose instead to share. Suddenly it was quiet again. Teddy turned around to find Brian standing over him, but this time he didn't look quite so mean. Can I have some spaghetti? He asked, almost in a whisper. What do you think Teddy is going to say? Is he going to tell him, no way, you were being mean, go away? I can already tell, I don't think Teddy had that kind of heart to talk back like that. He did something even better, more amazing. Teddy thought for a moment. He looked up at Brian and smiled. Sometimes a smile is all you need to have to change a situation, huh? Well, he said, sure. And you can call me Teddy Spaghetti because I like that name a lot. No, wait. I love that name almost as much as I love spaghetti. I am so sure that Brian was shocked. But look at Brian's face. He couldn't believe it. And now, wow, he's got a smile on his face. Everyone gathered around and enjoyed the spaghetti down to the last slurp. Even Brian. Look at Brian's face. I'm so proud of Teddy. He handled that really well. And poor Brian, maybe he just didn't have his own nice lunch from home, or we don't know his situation. But Teddy was brave and he had a kind heart. That night, his mom said, "Teddy, I'm so glad you had a good day. What do you want for lunch tomorrow?" Yeah, what do you think? Maybe bologna? Maybe a jelly sandwich? Maybe a salad? Nah. Let's call it for what it is. I think he had spaghetti. Let's go check it out. Teddy knew the answer right away. Spaghetti with extra forks. Why? Because he was going to share again. He had such a kind heart and he had such a great day making new friends. And I think the way that he handled Brian the bully went really, really well that time for him. And he saw past the part of Brian being a bully, and that love of spaghetti kind of changed everybody's heart. What do you think? Can spaghetti do that? Well, we don't know. But I do know that when you are kind, you can change things, even with just a smile. And even if that smile has some red sauce on it, it makes it really extra special. So I'm going back to finish up my bowl of spaghetti, and I hope that you enjoy a great time talking about spaghetti and how it helped Teddy change the heart of a bully. And I hope that you come back again real soon and tell me, what kind of pasta do you like to eat? And I'll see you again. Bye, everyone.